Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can't Fly. All right, time to get in Charlie over there and back home to Philly. Let's go.
Oh my God, Russ can fly.
So I got to dine sufficiently with my mom, and it was definitely a treat to see her. You know, the thing that was great is I got to, to surprise her, and I don't get to do that much. So that was like, definitely so cool. And that's the thing I love about this aviation life, just being able to do things like this. So it was really, really good seeing her. For all my Pittsburgh peeps, yes, this is a quick hit. Trust me, I'll be in town more and I'll be spending more time, but this was just a quick hit. All right, so back in the airplane, just getting myself prepared. All the little stuff I gotta do to get ready for a nice flight. I'm just curious as to whether or not I can get flight following on the ground here. I don't think so. I think last time what I had to do is I actually had to get airborne. So that's a frequency that I'm gonna have to pick up, because I don't have that as now, but we'll see. All right, so this time I get to fly with the autopilot, which I'm actually kind of looking forward to. All right, we should be ready to go. Clear prop. All right, one of the things I gotta do, I gotta stop putting my headset up on the dash there because it's too hot up there. This headset is smoking. In Allegheny County ground, Piper, November 1541 Charlie at Atlantic, ready to taxi with Whiskey, VFR departure to the east.
Step Piper 1514 Charlie, Allegheny ground.
And Allegheny County ground, 1541 Charlie at Atlantic with Whiskey, ready to taxi for VFR departure to the east.
Piper 14 Charlie, runway 28, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 31, say on course heading.
All right, so Alpha, cross 31, and on course heading will be 098 for 41 Charlie.
41 Charlie, roger.
All right, let's go up and check our brakes. All right, brakes are good. All right, taxiing on out. And Allegheny County, Allegheny County Tower, Piper 1541 Charlie, holding short of runway 28 at Alpha, ready for departure.
Piper 1541 Charlie, Allegheny Tower, runway 28, clear for takeoff. You prefer right or left turnout?
Let's do a right turnout for 1541 Charlie.
Alright, number 41 Charlie, right turnout for the assess the part in front of you, turning in left out to the south.
Oh, roger. So 1541 Charlie, cleared for takeoff runway 28, right turnout. All right, let's get it. Landing light, fuel pump. All right, what's that wind doing? Looks like it's coming right down the pike there. All right, I see 28. 28. All right, heels to the floor. Full power. All right, engine instruments in the green. Oil temp, oil pressure, all look good. Airspeed is coming alive. Ooh. All right, it's turning on out. I see Oakland and downtown, all that good stuff. Taxi landing lights comes off. Fuel pump is coming off. Fuel pressure is good. All right, autopilot, gonna climb to 7,500. All right, so we're going on out. Everything looks good. I am cooking at 155 knots over the ground. So we're cooking. 155 knots, 2,400 RPM, and about 13 gallons an hour. On my autopilot here, one of the things that I learned is that I have to make sure
1 Foxtrot Charlie, your radar contact 10 miles southeast.
That my
4,900, maintain VFR.
track, when I have it set before I set my heading, is set to the desired track on the GPS, because it was set to something else. As soon as I put the autopilot on,
November 81 Foxtrot Charlie, contact Potomac approach 126.82.
it went to the track that was already set before. And so, lesson learned. And I think that's how people get into trouble on their instrument, because I'm sure they have a track set and they don't synchronize the track with the heading that they're going, and they end up messing up. So yeah, so that's something I have to be mindful of, because I kept wondering why I had to keep fighting this autopilot. I'm like, where are you going? Well, it was set for a different track, so it was trying to do that track, and I'm like, oh, I remember Orlando saying something about make sure you synchronize the track. So, got it now. Alright, so the other thing I'm going to do, so I just want to make sure everything is where it needs to be. So lights that I need are on. I'm on the left main tank. I'm going to switch to the right at an hour. And everything seems to be good. Alright, so just enjoying some easier flying. I gotta tell you, this autopilot is just crazy. Alright, so just enjoying the flying, and as you can see, I mean, this autopilot is doing it all. Got some clouds. I'm probably gonna have to drop down at some point. I'm at 7.5. Probably gonna have to drop down to 5,500. We'll see. Definitely humming along, and you see the autopilot's doing it all. And this is what makes this plane a true cross-country machine. I mean, this autopilot is just crazy. Beautiful. Looking at the mountains and stuff. So it's so much fun seeing my mom. Got to bring her some lunch. We got a chance to hang out. That, in and of itself, was worth every penny that I paid for this airplane. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Making sure that I be the best son that I could be. And some of that is going to see her, make sure she's okay. And she's doing good. And it's just good to see that she's doing well.
November 1514 Charlie, contact New York Center 134.8.
134.8 for 41 Charlie. Thank you for your help.
Good day.
New York Center, November 1541 Charlie, 7,500.
1541 Charlie, New York Center, State College, altimeter 2987.
87 for 41 Charlie. Alright, so we're just humming along here. I think what I'm going to do is turn the cameras off. We still got 143 nautical miles until we're at Doylestown, so figured I'll save some battery, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright, back with you guys. That was interesting. I had to get vectored around. There was an active restricted area, and then there was somebody playing around, I guess in the clouds, doing some kind of training or whatever. And so I was getting vectored all around to deal with the traffic and deal with that person. It was crazy. So yeah, nuts. But we are 62 nautical miles out, 145 knots ground speed, and you know, we really cooked, as I suspected we would. I'm going to be descending pretty soon, but I needed to get back on course. So once I do that, I'll get back on course, get back to my heading, bring that needle back in, and we'll be the way we need to be. I've already done a fuel switch, and I'm on the right main tank. I'm going to stay there until we get closer. I may land on that tank, we'll see. But I'm already 15 minutes into that switch. So yeah, it's been a great flight. A little bit eventful. definitely not as eventful as some have been, but this was actually a very good flight. All right, let's start descending. You gotta set the altitude first. So you gotta tell this thing what you wanted to do first. Then once you tell it what to do, then you can
Transfer approach number 131 and go back
put it in, and it'll do. So it's going down to 5,500 feet. That's my altitude, and I wanted to descend 500 feet per minute. And as you can see, this is turning, and that's basically trimming it out. All right, so now I'm on nav mode as opposed to heading. Okay, I got it. All right, that's the mistake I was making. So it was on heading. So heading allows me to turn to a heading. Once this syncs up, now I'm on my heading. Got it. Yeah, because before I couldn't figure out what was happening, because I thought I was on nav mode, but no, it was on heading. So I could turn it, but it wasn't lining up with the navigation. But I had needed this to be on navigation. Heading, you hit that, then you can, okay. I'm getting there, slowly but surely, but that's why I do both types of flying. I try to do some hand flying so that I'm used to, you know, just how Charlie feels, getting used to that, but I also do some autopilot flying as well. All right, so yeah, so that makes sense. So nav mode is going to follow the navigation. Heading mode is going to follow the heading bug. So wherever that heading bug is, that's where it's going to fly to. But that's why thinking that heading bug is key. Now if I hit heading and then change it to a heading, then it'll turn to that heading. Okay, so on 115, let's say I go heading, turn the bug to 060. Then let's say I want to go resume navigation. If I take off heading and hit nav, will it automatically take me back to my navigation? Just saw some traffic, sorry.
For 154, 1 Charlie, Philadelphia approach 23-8.
23-8 for 41 Charlie, thank you very much. Philly approach is November 1541 Charlie, 5,500, and we can go ahead and cancel VFR flight following since I'm close to Doylestown.
1541 Charlie Philly, roger, correction, VFR cancellation speed, coming in VFR through that.
Have a good day, and squawking VFR 1200 for 41 Charlie. Alright, so Doylestown, let's get this tower in here, or not tower, C-tab, 122975, 12297, enter, switch. Beautiful. What's the weather doing? Yeah, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is descend some more. Yeah, let's not rush it. So let's go down to 3,500. Alright, so I'm just letting it descend 500 feet a minute down to 3,500. And at 4,500, you're gonna hear this. That means 1,000, and then another at 200. We'll hear it again. You can see how it's hard to hit these buttons and stuff when it get bounced around. All right, so gonna overfly midfield for a left downwind. All right, I'm gonna go down to 2,000. Okay, so we're going to put the fuel pump on. We're going to take this to the left main. Left main is in. Fuel pressure looks good. That's when I turn the autopilot off yet, so I can do that. Fuel pump is going to stay on. Landing light is going to stay on. Seat belts are good. Let's get this mixture to full rich. Fuel pump is on. Fuel main. All right, cool. All right, after we make our call, I will turn this autopilot off, and we'll have to start handling. And Doylestown traffic, Piper 1541 Charlie, about 14 miles west of the field, inbound for runway 23 Doylestown. All right, so my fuel pump is on, landing light is on, mixture is full rich. I'm at my left main, which is the fullest tank, and we are getting ready to kick this autopilot off. All right, I got the airport in sight. All right, gonna stay here at 2000 till I get a little closer. Gonna overfly the field. This is gonna be a sporty landing for sure. Doylestown traffic, Piper 1541 Charlie 5 west of the field. Gonna overfly the field for a left downwind for runway 23 Doylestown. All right, runway right out in front of us there. Really getting good at recognizing it at this point. All right, everything is on. Landing light is on. Fuel pump is on. Mixture is full rich. Carb heat is cold. And Doylestown traffic, Piper 1541 Charlie crossing midfield for a left downwind for runway 23 Doylestown. And Doylestown traffic, Piper 1541 Charlie left downwind runway 23 Doylestown. All right, you are going to do a very interesting crosswind landing. I mean, seriously, dude. All right, I might keep this at 1 notch of flaps here. Yeah, this is gonna be real interesting. And Doylestown traffic, Piper 1541 Charlie, left base, runway 23 Doylestown. And Doylestown traffic, Piper 1541 Charlie, final runway 23 Doylestown. Okay, so it's time to bring on in, and this is gonna be a serious crosswind landing. Let's see how it goes. Let's get it.
Course number 158, be short signal.
Keep working, keep working. Keep working, keep working, keep working, keep working. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Goodness. That was a rough landing. I knew it was going to be sporty. Oh. Goodness. That was a really sporty landing. I don't like to squeak the tires like that, but sheesh. Gusty. That was the gnarliest crosswind landing I've done to date. That was crazy. And Doylestown traffic, Piper 1541 Charlie clear runway 23 Doylestown. That was crazy. I mean, that thing was doing all kinds of stuff. So sorry, Charlie. I didn't mean to squeak your tires, baby. Wow. Whew. Holy smokes. Okay, so welcome back. That was gnarly. All right, let's shut everything down here. All right. Well, that was sporty, man. That was not a good landing at all, but you know, I guess they say any landing you can walk away from is a good landing, but that landing was rough. So anyway, welcome back. Yeah, that was pretty nuts. So anyway, thank you for flying with me. I'm glad I got to fly, see my mom, come back, all that good stuff. So Russ can fly. I'm out. Peace. Thank you, Charlie. And thank you, good Lord, for traveling mercies. All right, I'm out.